teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Herbert. A solid stiff arm. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here comes Reed. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A give to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
Again, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To try again after the sack. Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Michael Batchley on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
4 seconds all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go to Elliott again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Dallas.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That one complete to Joe Reed. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
This is a counter play. Eckler. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Neville Gallimore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers 12.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
Herbert going to throw.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Throwing, Herbert.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.